Hey everyone, it's Brian here from Massey's Main Entertainment. And we're getting together tonight because it's something that we've been wanting to do for a while. We've kind of been bouncing back and forth with some ideas, but this is something that's always seems to come up with us because our musical journeys are never as clean or as cool as sometimes we would like people to, to think that they are for us anyway. We always tend to like hide a few things here and there from like the general crowd. But tonight, Doc, Randy, and I are all going to be pulling back the curtain and kind of owning up to some songs that we love that might raise a few eyebrows amongst the the vinyl community and some of our friends out there who listen. These aren't necessarily ironic picks, and they're not meant to be a joke in any way. We actually do enjoy these songs, whether they're unfashionable or over the top or just kind of like wildly based on who we are. Everyone's got them, and this series is about owning up to those in some way. So tonight's format, simple and ruthless. Each one of us will count down from the top 10 guilty pleasure songs from 10 down to 1. Doc's going to get us started and set the tone early for us, and Randy will go second and bring us his list. Just speak as much or as little as you want about each one. I'm sure that we'll speak for you if you don't speak up enough on these, I guess. Some of these picks might surprise some people. Some people might laugh at them, and I'm sure some of my buddies will tease me endlessly when it's all done, including you two. But before we dive in, please make sure you like, sub, and comment down below. If you got the gumption, you leave your top 10 down there and give us a couple swipes at you. We sure would like the opportunity. So please check out this video, like, sub, comment, and be sure not to judge us too harshly here. So Doc, without further ado, I'm turning it all over to you, my man. What do you got?
Here we go. I'm doing this. That's right. These are guilty pleasures, man. For some reason or another, I kind of like these tunes. They're not my wheelhouse per se. I think I like the bass more than I thought I would have when I was looking at my list anyway. You'll hear that maybe in a couple things, and some will be different. But I'll just start off. My first one's going to be Christina Aguilera's "Beautiful" at number 10.
Okay.
They're like any Christina Aguilera, I guess, in one sense, but I think that's a pretty heartfelt and really well done. She's got a great voice too, man. Christina can sing. So that's my number 10. Kind of a little bit of a guilty thing for me. They all are. Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood, number 9.
Wow.
Here comes the drop on that bass, man. I don't know, man. It's right at that party age for me, and you'll know what I'm talking about, Brian. We were at that
right, I
age,
do,
right?
yeah.
So for sure. Black Eyed Peas, man. I've got a feeling.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
I tell you, man, there's this bass thing going on and stuff like that. It's pretty good drops in some of these songs. Like I said, there's not all of my wheelhouse and stuff like that, but am I going to get up and, do a little boogie once in a while? Sure. I guess that'll lead to I'm Your Boogie Man by Casey and the Sunshine Band. Buddy, those horns and that drop on that bass, I don't care. That tune, if you're not moving or popping your head to that tune, man, something, you're missing the beat somewhere in life, man. I think that tune's got a little bit of everything. You don't have to like Casey and the Sunshine. That's a groovy tune, man. That's what I can tell you.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah. Funky Town by Lips Inc.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sure.
Played to death. Yeah.
Totally, right?
Every dance floor, you had to be play it.
I'm trying to think now. I don't even know what number I'm at now, Brian. You probably don't.
You're at 6. That's 6.
6. I don't know why, man. But I think it's probably since I've liked the songs maybe since I was a kid, or it was a hook when I was a kid, and it's still kind of like, I kind of like that song still. I don't know why, but I kind of do. I do. It's the Archies, Sugar Sugar.
Really? That's funny.
And I've got Love Runs Out by One Republic.
Runs Out. One Republic.
It's got a really good drop in that too, man. And like I said, the heavy bass and some drum beat. And
I'm sure I know that one.
Yeah, I think my daughter's a One Republic fan, so she might be okay with that pick there, Doc.
Right on. There you go. I got one in the wheelhouse.
You got one
there, man.
You got one person. Yeah.
Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. Bruno's a pretty talented dude, man. And
no doubt.
I stayed away from Uptown Funk as much as I think that's pretty funky too. Actually, that's kind of good, but Just the Way You Are. What I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Abba, SOS. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people have
Really?
Abba in there. Yeah, that's almost as some rockers would put it. That's almost a perfect pop song, man. It's a really good tune.
They got some rabid fans out there, Doc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you. They
Snap
will be,
albums.
they will be quick
Right?
to correct you about a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sure they would, but hey, I gotta have Does Your Mother Know or something like that. But SOS I think is like really, it's a really good pop song, to be honest with you.
Right.
That's 9, right?
Yeah, that's 9. You got one more.
I'm just gonna drop it in there only because you guys have heard me talk about it before, and I think it's still a guilty pleasure for me. It's not my wheelhouse, but it's Harry Styles, Sign of the Times.
That's a great song.
It's a fantastic tune. It is a guilty pleasure because it's not really my wheelhouse in a lot of ways. I'm not a One Direction or a Harry guy, but that tune's awesome, man.
Yeah. Very well written. I got mad respect for a few of those for sure, Doc. Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars myself. I have to admit too. The Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm going to give you crap over, but
I don't care.
That's fine, right?
Right there, man. Please Don't Go is either going to be one of those two, man. If you want the truth.
What do you think, Randy? What do you think of the list?
I don't know. I've got several ABBA albums. I didn't think of them as a guilty pleasure, so I don't know. But I like ABBA.
Sure.
And I do have a couple Bruno Mars songs downloaded. So there's
Yeah.
a couple I didn't know. I didn't know the One Republic, and I didn't know the Christina Aguilera song. Maybe if I heard it, I would recognize.
Yeah, I think you would. The Aguilera song.
Yeah, it's a heartfelt song. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Randy, you're up, bud.
All right. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever not too many of these are really guilty for me. I do like them, and it doesn't matter if anybody else doesn't like them.
That's up to them.
But my number 10, I used to call it Dire Maker, but I guess it's Jermaker, Led Zeppelin. And I only put that on here because I like it a lot more than you're supposed to as a Led Zeppelin fan, I think.
Right.
It's like one of my top 10 Led Zeppelin songs. It's supposed to be too poppy. They, stole some reggae rhythm or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like it. It's one of my favorites. So it's more, I like it more than you're supposed to, I think. That's why it's a guilty pleasure.
Good tune.
Good tune.
My number 9 is Elton John's I Don't Want to Go On With You Like That. His 80s kind of gets knocked. This is off his album, Reg. But it's an energetic tune, and it's got some real biting lyrics, and I've always kind of liked that pop song.
Cool. I like it.
My number 8, Loving You by Minnie Riperton. And I don't know if you know that song.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one that goes,
high F in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I used to do my friend had a bonfire, and I would do the music. I'd make 9 CDs, kind of like mixtapes, but there'd be 9 CDs of all different music for the bonfire. And I usually put this one on one time, kind of late in the evening when people have been drinking a lot. And all the women are getting up there on the hay bales and trying to hit those high notes. And it became a staple where I had to have it on every year at the bonfire party. So the song kind of makes me smile.
I think South Park made fun of that. They made, because it was supposed to be John Stamos was supposed to be able to hit the high F or whatever. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
My number 7 is a song people know. Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Ooh, yeah.
But not by Poison. There's a country artist called Rex Hobart and the Misery Boys that it was on a Bloodshot Records compilation, and it's just hilarious to me. They made it into a country tune, and I don't know. I've always liked it.
That's pretty funny.
Number 6, and this is because of Brian here, because I never thought I'd really enjoy a Miley Cyrus song, but he had one on the top 40 songs of last year.
Mm-hmm.
The Easy Lover song. Who would have thought I would love it, but I like that Miley Cyrus song.
Yeah, it got an interesting vibe to it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Number 5, Man Gave Names to All the Animals by Bob Dylan. It's a stupid, silly kind of children's like song, but I kind of like it.
What
but
album is that on?
on is it on Saved? It's
Saved?
one of those religious ones.
Not yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
Saved.
I haven't heard it,
Or
so it
no,
must be
or
that.
yeah, I'm not sure which one. It's one of the three. Shot of Love. I'm not sure. Um, it's not, or is it on? The one with Mark Knopfler.
Hmm. I don't know.
The I can't think of the name of it now. Anyway,
We'll look
and
it
it's
up.
one of those religious ones. But unlike Wiggle Wiggle, which I thought was a terrible, silly song, I just kind of like Man Gave Names to All the Animals, where he kind of ends on the snake. I don't know. And number four, who would have thought we would match? But I've got Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Right on, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think it's not Jughead or Archie singing, but and it's just one of those bubblegum. There's actually a studio musician named Ron Dante that sang it. He also sang Tracy Na 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 from the Cufflinks.
Oh, no
He
way.
sang several of those bubblegum type songs. But yeah, I don't know. I always thought it was fun. Number three, I've got Smoke Rings in the Dark by Gary Allan.
Hmm.
I'm not much a fan of most 80s country and on what goes for Nashville country or whatever, because I'm more of the honky tonk twang, steel guitar kind of guy. But I always like that song. There's a few artists that I like, and kind of Gary Allan was one of those.
Very cool.
Number two, I've got another kind of bubblegummy hit here. Knock Three Times by Dawn, or
Oh,
later called Tony Orlando and Dawn.
right.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I got this hits of the 60s. It was a 4 record set that they advertised on TV. It wasn't KTEL, but I got to hear all these 60s things. Sugar Sugar was on there too, but Knock Three Times, I just always kind of liked that song. Twice on the Pipe.
There you go.
And my number one, for most cringeworthy for a lot of people, but I love it. And that's Brand New Key by Melanie.
Oh yeah.
Who we lost in 2024. There's more going on in the song that seems kind of some sexual innuendo, I think, in there too. But a lot of people didn't like the voice. It was on like some worst song lists. But I liked it enough that I bought the 45.
You bought the
45.
45 for it.
Wow.
So that's my number one.
Dedication.
Brand New Key, Melanie.
Okay.
Curveballs in there, Randy.
The Bob Dylan song. I mean, it's funny is I've listened to Slow Train Coming. That's the album that it's on.
That's what I thought.
And
That was the album I couldn't think of the name for.
And I just don't know. I don't remember the song. So I'm very glad you had Miley Cyrus actually, because I thought that was one of the better songs of last year, and thought it was completely different from what she'd done. And I got respect for the Archies and the Dawn picks. I think that's great.
Knock three times, man.
That AM radio vibe in the 70s was like a big thing. So
Well, obviously, the Archie's pick's a fantastic pick. That's a great pick.
I don't know. I remember Rich. I don't think Rich likes the Archies Sugar Sugar.
No, I don't think so. No,
I don't think so.
But me and Randy will be by the fire and we'll have those tunes going, and the Archies will come on and we'll cheers.
And Wilson Pickett did a pretty good cover of it too, if you've never heard it.
I got to check out the Every Rose song as well, the one that Rex Hilbert did.
Yeah, they cover.
Yeah. All right. For me, at number 10, these are ones of which I think people would not associate with me liking.
Totally.
That's what I went with most. And most of my friends that I'm going are the local friends that I have and stuff. So at number 10, I've got Nina Simone, Feeling Good, which most people wouldn't think that I like Nina Simone, but I'm a big fan of, Pastel Blues and I Put a Spell on You. Both of those albums I own.
Yeah.
I think they're incredible. And Feeling Good, just like, I don't know, just something about her voice, even though there's something unorthodox about it, it just sounds so authentic that she has so much character in her singing that I really kind of vibe to that a little bit. Number 9, I've got Matchbox 20, If You're Gone, from their album Mad Season. For some reason, I like Rob Thomas. I know that people like to hate all over him, and especially some of his solo material and stuff. For some reason, I like Rob Thomas. I like a lot of his songs. I mean, they're catchy little pop songs. That's all they are. They don't try to pretend to be very much more than what's that supposed to be. So,
You like
no,
smooth?
right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8, I've got Linda Ronstadt's "Blue Bayou" here.
Right on.
I like Roy Orbison's version as well, but I like Linda's a lot better. And I just, for some reason, when this song's on, I'll listen to it and I'll vibe with it. It's a good chill song to listen to if you're in that type of mood. But again, my friends would definitely be, picking on me bad if they knew that I really liked that song. So, number 7, I've got Edwin McCain's "I'll Be" here. He's basically a one-hit wonder with this song. He came out like 97, I think
Oh,
96,
I know the tune.
97. You know that
Yeah,
song, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was on tour recently with Collective Soul and Hootie and the Blowfish, and so got to see him again. And I think Rick Beato just had him as someone he interviewed here recently as well. I like the song. I know it's kind of a hokey little ballad love song that people play at weddings and things like that, but I think it's kind of well written. So, number 6, I've got "Downeaster Alexa" by Billy Joel
Oh, no way.
off of Stormfront. Uh, my daughter's name Alexa, so that wasn't that's purely a coincidence, by the way. But I do like the song because I think it's different than a lot of pop songs that are generated. It has a completely different instrumentation. It's got these weird, like almost accordion type music that kind of sets the melodic tone of the song, and it's about subject matter that's really about fishermen. I mean, so it's not a subject matter that gets covered a lot, obviously, in songs. Number 5, I've got "Suspicious Minds," but I've got "Suspicious Minds" by Dwight Yoakam.
Oh,
Oh.
you're so close. You're so close.
To make
Guys were close there for a second. Definitely wasn't going to give it to Elvis, but Dwight Yoakam does a great cover of this song that appears on his greatest hits and one of his other albums as well. I think it's incredible, and as long as Elvis wasn't singing it, I'm perfectly fine with the song. So, number 4, this one's kind of odd. "Hazard" by Richard Marx.
No way.
Yeah, the one where the really cool music video that kind of leaves it as a cliffhanger about whether or not this kid actually killed his girlfriend or not. I like the double meaning of the word "hazard" in the song. I like the fact that at the beginning it says, "My mother came to Hazard when I was just 7." Hazard being a place in Nebraska, actual place in Nebraska, and also a state of being of danger. So I thought it had that double meaning that I thought was really interesting. And Richard Marx has written a lot of songs for other artists that became big, huge hits. He's a very accomplished songwriter. So, number 3, I've got "Will You Be There" by Michael Jackson from the Free Willy soundtrack. I know, I don't know what it is. I just, for some reason, I really like the song. It's got this really kind of upbeat type of vibe to it, feel good type of vibe that I kind of get into a little bit. So I wanted to include it here. Despite his checkered history, I think MJ was always the king of pop for a very long time. So, number 2, I've got "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC.
Oh,
I dare anybody to kind of like pass this song by and not dance to it. And I have an extra impetus to really like this song. And I have a childhood friend, Christina Woodard, who's a dance instructor. She lives in Sydney, Australia now, and she used to teach dance at USC. She also did a lot of choreography and stuff, and she did some of the dance choreography for this music video. So
very cool.
Extra interest there. I'm at 1 degree separation from Justin Timberlake, so there you go, right? Number 1, though, on my list is I've got T Swift with "All Too Well" from her Red album. I think it's a very well written song. It has, what I like about it is it has a changing chorus. The chorus is the same, but it's slightly different in each one of the choruses. And there's a repeating motif of a scarf because the song's about her and her relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal. And there's a repeating motif about a scarf that kind of repeats itself during the course of the song throughout, that I think is makes it very well put together, and it just maybe shows the maturity that her songwriting kind of took off about the mid 2010s and stuff. Red's a very solid album for her. I think it's probably her best album. So that's my number one.
Guilty pleasures, man. Guilty pleasures. No, I didn't think it there, but he didn't see that one coming.
No, Taylor Swift. I figured no. I don't think anybody would have had Taylor Swift on my list.
No, didn't have that one either.
No.
I actually have, except for your top three, I actually have all those songs on their album that they came out.
Oh, nice. See, yeah. There you go. I did have a couple. Like I was on the fence about a couple honorable mentions, real quick. I do actually like "Unholy" by why is the name escape? Sam Smith. I actually like that song. It's kind of a dance tune that he does. That it came out in the last couple of years, like the last 3 years. I actually think it's pretty cool. And I actually do like Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." I don't have a problem with that song. That's perfectly fine with that song. I think it, for the subject matter that it was supposed to be for, a huge hit like Titanic, the movie and stuff, I think it works well. And it's a timeless song. Made her a bundle of money, that's for sure. So.
I saw Darkness do that song in concert.
Nice.
Yeah. It was awesome, man. I'm not going to lie. It was really well done.
Nice.
Really well done.
Any honorable mentions for you guys? Anything? Maybe?
Oh, I didn't think to write any down.
No. Those are a couple that I
had a couple.
Go ahead.
I do kind of like that Tracy song by the Cufflinks that I referenced.
Outside, like the other ones, I was thinking, like, I don't know, "You Sexy Thing" or something from Hot Chocolate or something could have made my list. Or
right.
I had down "Ordinary World" from Duran Duran. I think that's I'm not a Duran Duran dude, but that tune is, I think, their best tune.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I seem to get into, Echo Beach when it comes on from Martha and the Muffins too, when I hear it once in a while. So it's like, that probably could have made my list too. Echo Beach.
I'll be honest. When you had "Relax" on yours, for the longest time I thought "Relax" was done by Duran Duran until I was 20, and then I said, "Oh my God, it's not even by Duran." They sound almost the same.
It's just that pound in there, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little nostalgia in there too and stuff like that. But
I like that Right Said Fred song.
I'm too sexy.
I'm just because whenever they use it in the movie, it's usually pretty funny,
Yeah, they always use it in as a comedic device. Yeah, as a kind of montage. Whenever they're doing a montage thing that's funny, they'll put that song on. So,
yeah, good list, Brad.
Yeah, thank you very much. So that's all we've got. Everybody got their top 10 in there, and I'm sure that people will have some interesting comments. Be sure to like, sub, and leave some comments down below. But if you're going to leave something that's really, really mean, then you should have the gumption and the balls to go ahead and leave your top 10 so that we can reciprocate in a wonderful manner. So thank you, Doc. Thank you, Randy, for doing this.
Of course.
We're going to probably have some other series that are in along the guilty pleasures as well. But we wanted to start off our guilty pleasures with songs first and kind of get this going. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.